Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. So we're going to do 10 names that we like and love, but we will not be using, we are not going to reveal her name until birth, because they're just, as I explained, there's a lot of people that I know that are friends with that are having babies, and they're having girls and they haven't stated their names, and some don't know what they're having, as I kind of don't want them to have any ideas from her name. I don't know. I think her name is really special. We've had it picked out for a year and a half. So before I knew that we had already made up our kid's name, whether it was a boy or girl, but her name was picked. And this wasn't no change. I mean, her name was probably a little bit different. Probably have had her name not changed for a year, but before, it's one of the names that's on the list. That was her. So I'm going to go through my phone, and I have 5 boys and 5 girls. I'm actually surprised because it's technically 6 girls, but because I'm not revealing her name, you won't get that little extra one. So I think I can tell you actually when I made the list for the names. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I have my list of names on here. And so we have boy names first. So the top 5 boy names that we liked was Everest Lee McWright, which we thought was a really unique name for a boy. Now, if you guys don't know my son's name, his name is Aurelius. A lot different, because a lot of kids in our family have like common simple names, and our kids don't have common and simple names. I mean, they just don't. The next one that we like was Aiden Lee. So Lee is from Sean's dad, but Sean's dad name, its middle name is Lee, but my grandma name is also Lee. So Lee runs on both sides of the family. I like it because this is our last kid. We will not be having any more. So I kind of wanted to incorporate his side of the family, my side of the family, and just combine the middle names to connect the family wise, if you get what I'm saying. Because the baby will already have his last name, so I already connect. So I'm gonna like to try to find somewhere it can connect to my side of the family. You know what I'm saying? So we liked Avery, but not for a girl. I loved it for a boy. People were saying like it was a girl, but once I started doing research, the name originally was a boy name, set as a boy name. And like, I think they said like a few, not even a few, but a couple of years ago, it actually became a popular girl name, but it actually it's a boy. It started off as a boy name. So Avery Lee. A lot of the boys' names were Lee. There's only one more boy name that has Lee in it. But other than that, the one we were going to pick, whether this baby was a girl or boy, will be coming up. So our next 4th boy name was Kason Lee, and I like that name. But I wasn't like sure that it would. I know it didn't. I liked it, but I didn't know if it would be like our baby name, even though I liked it. Next, his name, if she was a boy, would have been Julian Sean McWright. I just like it. It's different. I don't know. It's different from in our family. Like, it may not be too much different from the world, but in our family, it's different. On his side of the family, it's different. So I would say our kids on both sides of the family have really different and unique names, because most of our family kind of keep with like a rhyming sense with each other. Like me and Sean both have common names. Like, they're just simple. Erica and Sean, they're common regardless, and our kids do not. So but I don't know, it's different. I just like it. I like it that it's unique. So our top 5 girls' names we're going into. We like Heaven. I love Heaven. I love the name Heaven. And if you guys don't know, I used to sell bows. We lost my niece Mariah from tragedy. You know, so to carry on like a tradition, like just to remember her, like you know, in this world, like she left this world really in a cruel way, and it was hard going through her just going through her death period, because it just happened. It was like that you didn't see that coming. So it was like a truck hitting you out of nowhere. Nobody seen that coming. Nobody knew this little girl, like the last time you seen her, you wasn't gonna never see her again. And the way she left this earth, and just a trial, like it reminds you, like, hold your babies as close as you can, like love them, give them all that you can give to them. Like, I'm not meaning like material wise, I'm just meaning like emotional support. Be there. Like how we raise, how people think. Like, I don't work a lot. I work, but I don't work a ton, because I want to be able to enjoy my kids. Like, yes, work there, money there, but once a child is gone, you don't get that. Like, you have no more time with them. You don't. They have no more time with you. So it's best to just try to enjoy what we can, you know? Enjoy them, like love on them as much as we can, because you never know when life, like, tragedy struck. And so yeah, I like that name. And so our next name was Bella Lee Ann. Like, so it's Lee, but it's like hyphen, and I just like it. I just like it. I like Bella. There's nobody, it's not that many B names in our family, but Bella is definitely not in our family. We also I like Journey Sky. Like, her name, the girl middle names are picked in like a memory of Mariah. So the names that just remind you, like, when you thinking, or just thinking of your baby, or just when you gotta write and fill out their stuff, you thinking like one little girl didn't get she had 1 year with us and that's it. So you just, the girl name makes me like memorize that Mariah was like, her smile, the laughter, the joy, the dance. Like, enjoy that with your kids. So that's what we chose. And my husband agreed that we were only dating at the time that we lost my niece, but he came all the way from where we live now to come to like support. Like, there, it just hit us. And then we went with Renee, which is Renee is another big name in our family. Like, a lot of the women in our family have Renee as a middle name. So my middle name got mixed up because my parents someone filled out my social security card and someone filled out my birth certificate. So when they filled out both of them, they put 2 separate middle names. So, and they never noticed it until I got to college, when I got a letter from the administrator saying that my name needed to be fixed, because I was 2 people, even though I was 1, because just my middle name being different. So I still have it, and eventually I want to change it and combine both names, because I didn't combine both names. I just changed it to what was on my birth certificate. So eventually I plan on, probably within another year, just combining the names eventually. So the name my mom gave me was Renee, but I'm not sure if my mom gave me Michelle or Renee. She probably gave me Michelle, or my dad probably gave me Michelle, but whoever. I think my mom said my dad named us. So my mom wanted me to have the middle of name Renee. My dad wanted me to have Michelle, which is kind of me and my twin initials will be the same, EMG. So what happened is, one put Renee and one put Michelle. So there were 2 separate. So on my baptism papers, on my diploma, and just everything different, just college awards, there's 2 different names because of this mistake. So yeah, so eventually I'm just going to put both names together, so it'll be Erica Michelle Renee, my married name, instead of just having, because I want both names, since a lot of that is attached to me in my history. So I want both names, not just one. So, and our next one is Royal Mariah McWright. So I like royal, I like royalty. Everybody in their mama naming their kids those. So I just What's wrong, Riz? Sorry, guys. So I just I was like, well, that's not gonna work out because that's what I wanted her name to be. We already discussed about having 2 kids. Come here. And but it just didn't work out because there was a lot of people started naming their kids that and wanted that. So I was like, well, it won't be too much unique and different, especially if everyone like friend-wise are naming their kids similar to what you want to name your daughter. And I wanted her to have something really unique. So we just went with the name we have now. My husband didn't get to choose the name because he got to choose a Riz. Come here. Why are you crying? So, but guys, that's it. So that's our 10 names we like, love, but we will not be using because we have her name. I love her name. I can't wait. But even though another reason why I don't want to reveal her name is because when we revealed the Riz name, everybody had an opinion about it. Like everybody was telling, you should switch his name. You should change his name around. Like his middle name should be his first name, and that should be his middle name. So I don't want to have people have an input because my mom already slipped up and told her name to my sister, and my sister shouldn't even talk about nobody name because her name is Kwamisha. So my baby name is nothing near like complicated as that. I'm not even allowed to pronounce her name because I probably just said it wrong. But I don't want that. I don't want nobody judging me or judging us about our child name. Like what we chose for her is what her name is going to be. She's going to love it. It's unique. It's not something that's going to be tortured. I wouldn't give her a tortured name or bullying name, but it's simple, it's cute, and I love it. And so that's her name. But I was really upset that my mom revealed it to my sister because they was the main ones that was like criticizing us about a Riz name. Like just because they couldn't say it, even though the way you spell it is the way you say it. So it was like, even when we go to the hospitals, we get some doctors be like, oh, just like that, and you be like, yeah, that's exactly how you say it. So, but thank you guys for watching. Our next haul will be what we got the kids for Christmas and a baby clothing girl haul. So thanks, love you, peace out.